Hey YouTube, Sandy Frank here. Today, going to be doing part 4 of this 203 card PSA Pokemon order. The biggest ever order I ever did with PSA, and I guarantee I'll never do that many again. It's just a lot to do all at once. And of course, when they're ready, you have to pay for it all at once. And back when I did these, it was only $10 a card. Now it's way more, so there's no way I can do orders this big ever again. PSA. I like the new boxes, by the way. These will make nice little shipping boxes too, so I'm gonna keep those. Okay. As you can see over here, that's our 10s. It's been a rough go of trying to get PSA 10s in this order, and then these other two stacks, 9s and 8s. So the 8s are actually winning, but we've had a lot of old cards in this order. Not a lot of ultra modern stuff so far. Now this card, definitely thicker on these sides, but the edges and corners look good. Rillaboom VMAX. That is the Shining Fates. That looks like a 10. I mean, it's very slightly off center, but I've definitely gotten 10s with that type of centering on VMAXs. 9. I was really hoping that would be a 10 because these ultra modern cards, you definitely want 10s rather than 9s. A 9 is a bad mistake, basically. The back that looks slightly cockeyed this way a little bit, but the edges and everything look good. So this might be from Evolutions. Nope. Hidden Fates. That looks kind of like it could be a 10. They might count me off because of that little cockeyed, but I've had graders not even care about that. 9 for the Giovanni's Exile. Okay. Boy, it seemed like we're getting real generous grades, so maybe there was more than one grader on this order, because now we're getting kind of strict grades again. The back of that one looks perfect. Whitney. This is a cool card, but it definitely is way thicker on this side than that side. And they've been really dinging me on centering in this order. So I'm going to guess it's probably 8. It's a nice 8 because the condition of the card is really good, just centering. Okay, we got a 9. I can live with that. Pretty cool card from Lost Thunder. This card, there's a white spot there, but besides that, it looks pretty good. Maybe a little white spot there on those corners. Mawile. Crystal Guardians. This looks like, can we get a 10 on an old EX card? Come on. 9. Okay. I'll take it. That's a great grade for that old of a holo. And it's definitely not pack fresh. But it was really close to being a 10, I think. This one, maybe ever so slightly thinner on that side, but everything else looks great. Pokekid. This one might be a little bit thick on that side, but not too bad. They've been really picky on centering. This could be a 9. Got the 10. Just enough. It does look a little bit thinner on that side, but it's slid through. That's a really cool artwork. I'm really glad to have that as a PSA 10. The Pokekid. That's from Shining Fates, by the way. I haven't been saying the set names very often, I don't think. Some whitening on a couple of those corners. And it looks a little bit thick on the bottom. Holon's Magneton. Now, this is a reverse rare holo because it's got gold writing on the top. And you have the set symbol, EX Delta Species. But this one does not look as nice as the Maywile. This one could get an 8. Oh yeah, it did get an 8. Called it. Alright. Okay, this one, white spot, several white dots. Yeah, not minty. Jumpluff. Team Rocket Returns holo. Definitely way more light themed than most of Team Rocket Returns. Holo looks really good, but I think the back killed it, so I'm going to guess it might get an 8. Yep, PSA 8. A little bit too many issues on the back. Back to some Japanese cards. That looks really good. Sandshrew. These are these Japanese vending non-holo cards. Centering is definitely off. It might squeeze out a 9 though. Yep, PSA 9. They have been giving me 8s, but it looks like if it's really off center, but that one's not as bad as some of those other ones were. That one looks pretty good on the back. That's something on my case. A gold duck swimming. Oh man, there's some definitely a little bit of a problem up there. I shouldn't have sent that in with that little like when it was on the vending sheet, it didn't come off clean, so that stinks. So I'm guessing this might got like a, I don't know what they take off for that, but I would guess it's pretty major. I'm gonna guess like a 6, an 8. Wow, that shocks me that it got that good of a grade, because that's a, I guess they might consider that like whitening, except it's on the front of the card, like a real bad white spot on the front. I don't know, seems like they didn't take off as much as I would have thought. Okay, we'll take an 8. This one definitely thicker on top. Guard spec. Centering on the front looks pretty good. Probably like a 9. Oh, 8. Now, why did that one get an 8? Huh. That centering is not bad. Maybe there's something I'm not seeing. This one looks a little bit thicker on those two edges. Oh, the little Vulpix out in the field. Pretty cool art on that one. This looks like 8 centering to me. So this is what I was talking about. Some of them are pretty badly off. Really thick, really thin. So I'm guessing 8. Huh, that one got a 9. Wow. After seeing that battle spec, or guard spec, I would have guessed this was worse off, but it's actually better. There must be something besides centering on that one. That one looks perfect on the back. Staryu. Can we get a 10 on a Japanese vending card? Oh, got a 9. Maybe slightly off-centered. Definitely a white dot there, right in the middle of the edge. Seadra. Oh man, centering looks good too. So I bet you they counted me off on that little white dot though. So I'm gonna guess a 9. Yep, PSA 9. That's a really neat art. These Japanese vending cards, fantastic artwork. This is another Kamaya art. Man, that looks pretty good. Maybe a little bit thinner on that side. Rhydon. Yeah, definitely thicker on that side. So, will we squeeze out a 9? This is another Kamaya artwork. 8. Yeah, a little bit too much off-centered. The back of that one looks perfect, except for a little scuff on the card. I mean the case. Retransfer trainer. Interesting art there. Bunch of Pokeballs. I'd guess is a 9. Whoa! Gym Mint 10. Definitely thicker on the bottom than top, so that's kind of a surprise 10. Bet you that's low pop. There are definitely a couple of white dots up there on the top. Thicker on this side. Omanite. Oh, and it's got that a really bad white spot on that corner. That is a really cool artwork though. That's got to be like a 7 or 6. Yep, 6. Yeah. Bad whitening on that. It's probably when it was taken off the vending sheet, it tore the surface a little bit of the card. I shouldn't have sent that one in for sure. Thicker over here on this side. The extra rule. This one, you can see that it's off-centered here. But it might get a 9. 8. These are really interesting cards. This says 4 prize battle. So maybe there's some special rule for Pokemon back then? I don't know. Just interesting. Another one. Another extra rule. Deck exchange. Like you switch decks with somebody? Very thick on that side. I'm gonna guess this is an 8. Ah, I got 9. But yeah. Player M is going to trade decks with player P. As you can see, the little arrows. Okay, last card of this box. A little thicker on top. Now this extra roll, 3 deck battle. Yeah, I don't get that. It's just not centered perfect, so I'm gonna guess a 9. 8. Okay, so we got 8. Those are some really weird old Pokemon cards from Japan. Alright, next box. Whoa, knocking things around up in here. Okay, so we have our PSA. Nice smooth exit from the shipping box. Okay. Let's get some 10s going. Your 10s are being left in the dust here. Some little white dots down there. This looks like an older card. Caterpie. Now this is a shadowless Caterpie. From base set. As you see, there's no shadow over here. Man, that looks like a oh, I see a crease. Just when the light hits it right there, you can see a little bit of a crease in the card. Yeah, you can see the bend back there. So this is probably a 5. Yeah. Really close to being nice, but there you can see it. A little bit, a little crease on the bottom. A dirty crease got me. I didn't have very many shadowless cards. Wow, this one has a lot of issues on the back. Lots of wear all around the edge. Mr. Mime. Scratches on the hollow. Definitely thinner. This looks like I would give this a 5. It's pretty rough. Yeah, PSA 5. It earned it. That's from Jungle. This one, quite a bit of wear on this bottom edge and over here. Yep, it's definitely been played. Been loved. Ninetales from base set. I do see scratches on the hollow. This one is not as bad as Mr. Mime. So maybe we can get an 8, or not an 8, a 6. Excuse me. Yep, PSA 6. Base set Ninetales. Quite a bit of wear. Now this is more like the Mr. Mime. A lot of wear on the edges. Just an old, well-played card. Togetic. Very scratched. I mean, maybe not scratched, but like the surface has been worn. It's been played so much. So it's kind of a miracle it didn't get scratched. But I'd give it a 5. A lot of issues here. Oh, it got a 6. So it squeezes out the 6. Alright, that card is from Neo Genesis. Okay, this one has definitely been played a lot. Definitely thinner on the bottom, thinner on top, thick on the bottom. Venomoth from Jungle. Lots and lots of scratches. You can definitely see how off-centered it is. This might get a 6 though. Yep, it did get a 6. I was just thinking that because the back wasn't like really rough. I mean, it's bad, but not like those other 5s were. Okay, this one is a new card. Edges, corners perfect. Centering looks perfect. Ah, this is a cool card. Lapras VMAX, the shiny version. This is from Shining Fates. Centering looks good. Can we get a 10, please? Yeah, there we go. That's a nice one. PSA 10 Lapras VMAX, Shiny Vault. This card looks perfect on the back. Ah, the Lapras V, just the regular Lapras V. That to me looks like an easy 10. Yep, PSA 10. Is that, I guess that's considered a shiny Lapras V also. Yep, Shiny Vault. White, big white dot down at the bottom and a little bit in these 2 corners. All 4 corners have a little white dot. Ah, Crystal Guardian Squirtle. Reverse Hollow. I love the reverse hollows are so cool from these sets, these EX sets, because they have the set symbol there, or the yeah, just cool. I think this could get 8. Ah, 7. That's all right. Maybe there's a scratch on that hollow somewhere I'm not seeing. Okay, moving on. This one looks, all the edges and corners perfect. It is thinner on that side though. Pikachu V. Uh-oh. It looks like a little bit off-center on the front. Sword and Shield. This is a promo from Pikachu V box. It definitely looks thicker on these bottom corners. So probably got a 9. Ooh, Gem Mint 10. Okay, I'll keep it. I'll take it. I mean, yeah, and I'll keep it also. That one's really sweet. Good job, Pikachu's over there, getting us a good grade on that card. All right, that's cool. Because I bet you it's really tough to get 10s on this because it's a promo. I think it's a week 10 though. Back of that looks perfect. Eevee VMAX. This is from the Shining Fates Elite Trainer box. A lot of these special sets on the Elite Trainer boxes, they have a special promo card inside, and this is probably the one that people weren't as excited about, but it's cool. You don't see EVV Maxes very often. That looks like an easy 10. Yeah, PSA 10. Nice on the promo. I'm a fan of the Eevee. This one looks a little bit cockeyed, but besides that, really good. Cinderace VMAX from Shining Fates. They've been kind of, looks a little bit off-centered. And you can kind of see that cockeye. So I'm going to guess a 9. Oh, I got the 10. That's what I mean. Sometimes they don't count off that much for it being cockeye or skewed a little bit. Skewed a little bit. Alright, we'll do this last card and then we'll stop the video. Wow, way off center. Very thick on top. Very thin on bottom. Even thick over here. And definitely some white spots. So, base set 2 Poliwrath. Yeah, how much will they count off for that centering? It actually is not bad. I don't see scratches on the hollow though. This would be like a really weak 8. I think it could squeeze it out. Oh, 7. That's alright. The centering's just way off. Alright. We'll stop there and we'll continue on with the next part in our next video. Later.